All right, welcome you guys. Thank you so much for coming on our Team Play Hard team call tonight. I fully expected it to be a tiny call given the fact that we're smack dab in the middle of Christmas week. So I extra appreciate those of you guys that came on, and I know many of you will watch the replay. So thank you so much. I'll try to make this as quick and efficient as possible. And the title of this team call tonight is YouTube Essentials. And I'm going to start with, oh, Dustin came on, awesome. I'm going to start with a story about my late maternal grandmother. So my mom's mom, she passed away a few years ago, but before she did, my mom went to her house, which was in Red Lake, Texas, and set her up with what was called web TV. So it was basically internet on a big television screen, and it was back in the days of dial-up, right? This was many years ago. My mom went to her mom's house and set her up with the internet. And my grandmother was resistant to this. She was resistant to the internet. Thanks you guys for coming on, you guys. Thanks. Hi, Michael. Hi, Jake. So as a result, my grandmother's life was really changed. The quality of life for her last few years was so dramatically improved because she did something she didn't really want to do, and it was kind of imposed on her a little bit by my mom, but she joined the World Wide Web and she got online. She was then able, as her health deteriorated and she became homebound, she was able to shop for Christmas online. She was able to email and have relationships with her grandchildren, me, in Oregon when she lived in Texas. She was able to write to her brother every day. And she was able to order prescription medications. She was able to Google things like if something was going wrong with her health or she felt a pain in her shoulder, she could Google it and like use her mind. And so it really, hey Luke, thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on, you guys. So the point of my little story is that in my grandmother's last few years of life, she did something a little bit uncomfortable and she embraced a side of technology that she didn't want to, and it really completely changed her picture. And then on a smaller scale, I remember when one of my best friends, who is a coach on this team, we don't hear much from her, but she is a coach on our team. Her name is Mickey. I remember when she and I, years ago, we didn't really want to start text messaging like the rest of the world. But sure enough, we did. And now, you know, months into that, we couldn't imagine our lives without the ability to text message. I remember when Jen Fuji, you guys, star diamond coach with a few diamonds on her team, she didn't want to do Facebook, like at all. Like she did not want to do Facebook when she became a coach. So that's another example. And then Zoom for me is another one. I didn't want to do Zoom. I was, for a bunch of different reasons, I was kind of afraid of it, but I did anyway. So what do all those things have in common? The story about my grandmother and then the story of some of our coaches is that they have to do with embracing technology and doing something a little different that had a dramatic outcome. I want to preface this video about YouTubing with the fact that I don't consider myself an expert. I'm sure you guys can find people out there that know more about YouTube and frankly more about how to use YouTube to drive your business forward as a coach. That being said, I have found some success with YouTube and with my YouTube channel, and so I do think that I have some information and some things I've learned along the way that I can impart to you. I also have kind of a quasi friend in my life that is a YouTube genius. He spent about 3 hours with me when I became a coach and just gave me some of his ideas on how I could best utilize YouTube. And this is the kind of guy that, like, he literally made $30,000 in 1 month by driving sales through YouTube. So he knows his stuff, and he imparted a little bit of wisdom onto me. So I've applied bits and pieces of what he taught me, and I've seen the results. So what I'm going to do with this call tonight is I'm going to talk like this for a little while, and I'm going to talk through some talking points about YouTube, and then I'm going to show you I'm going to screen share. So if you're calling in, you're not going to be able to see it unless you watch the replay, but I'm going to screen share with you and walk you through an actual quick upload and how to edit annotations and stuff like this. Okay, so I'm not an expert, but I am getting some cross-pollination from YouTube. So I'm driving people to my Facebook because of my outreach via YouTube. So what does YouTube have that Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, what does YouTube have to offer? And I want you to unmute if you think you know, that those other platforms just don't have. What's so special about YouTube? Why is YouTube better in one area? In one area, why is YouTube so much better than Periscope, Facebook video, Instagram video? Anyone?
Ellen, I don't do YouTube that much, but when I do, it's super easy to find whatever you're looking for. You just type in a name or how to or what it is, and bam, you just have just tons of just material that just instantly appears in front of your eyes that you never thought you'd be able to have access to. For me, it's always racquetball stuff. You know, that's the only thing I use YouTube for, is to see racquetball videos. You know, Kane Wislinchuk or Cliff Swain. And next thing you know, there's all these videos on there of them playing racquetball. It's like, wow.
Michael is exactly right. That's exactly what I was going for. It has staying power. Oh, hi, Felice. It has staying power. So let me. He's exactly right. It's you search for something and boom, it's there. Even if a video on racquetball that he was looking for was uploaded 8 years ago, boom, it's there. So this last week, and we'll talk about this video momentarily, I uploaded a video on like how to get started right with hammer and chisel. I uploaded it to my Facebook page and my personal Facebook account, the page and the profile. Cumulatively between the two, the video had 3.7 thousand views. It was a direct upload. So I took the video that I made and uploaded it directly to Facebook. We'll talk about that in a second. So I didn't upload it to YouTube and then post it as a YouTube video on Facebook. I also, of course, uploaded it to YouTube. On YouTube, it only has had 138 views today. So let me just say those numbers again. Cumulatively, from posting it 2 times on Facebook, my video on how to get started right with hammer and chisel has 3.7 thousand views, but the same exact video uploaded to YouTube only has 138. Guess which one I'm more excited about? The YouTube video. Because guess what? Those Facebook videos that I posted, I can't keep posting them. People would be so annoyed if I posted that video again. It's done. I cannot post that video again. I posted it once to my business page and once to my personal page. I would be annoying if I posted it again. I'm done with it. It's gone. It's like down my feed. It's like 40 posts down my feed. It is gone. No one's watching it anymore on Facebook. It's done. It lived its life. Its life is over on Facebook. Yeah, it had a lot of views. Its life is over. On YouTube, it has 138 views, but every time I open YouTube, it has more. And its life is just beginning. And in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, when someone wants to figure out how to get started on hammer and chisel, just like Michael said, boom, my video will pop up. Hopefully, if I did things right, and Google likes me, my video will be there. So that 138 views will probably far surpass in time what Facebook could do for it. So if you are going to upload something to Facebook, by the way, we've talked about this in other calls, but I want to say it again in case you haven't heard it before. Facebook is being like a snotty, jealous girlfriend. Facebook is trying to suppress anything that didn't come from Facebook. In fact, I just read this morning that it's starting to, hi Luke, Luke was in the chat bar. I just read this morning that Facebook is starting to try to suppress Hootsuite posts because they want you using Facebook's auto scheduler. They don't, if you post a video, they want you to stay on Facebook. They want everything to be Facebook. So they don't want to give your post much fuel and give it much of an organic reach if you're using other brands, including YouTube. So if you do a video on Periscope or on your cell phone or on Zoom, on your computer, or however you make your video, on your camera, I make videos in all different types of ways. You want to upload it to Facebook just through Facebook, just into Facebook directly. But you also want to upload the same video to YouTube. So like Tracy got on, Tracy Crum was the first person on the call, and I was commenting, I thought she did an amazing video this week. I don't know if she uploaded it to YouTube, but she should upload it to YouTube. I saw it on Facebook. Okay, so any questions about that? Okay, I think I can move on. If you Periscope and you go to catch.me, catch spelled with a K, A-T-C-H.me, and then you hashtag your Periscope, hashtag catch, it will catch your video, and then you have it and you can upload it to YouTube, or you could upload it to Facebook. Okay, I think I'm done with page 1 of my notes. Let me keep going. Let's talk about, I'll go back to, yeah, I'm gonna share my screen just for a second and go show you YouTube's analytics. So let me go to my channel here and go to my videos. And I'm gonna go to the video I was just telling you about that has 138 views. I'm not gonna play it, but notice, let me make sure I don't play it. Okay. Notice how it says analytics right here under my cursor. I can click on analytics and it will show me, come on, that I looked at this a couple hours ago and it showed me, it's still trying to load here. It's still trying to load here. Let me move this out of the way. Okay, this little pie right here, this little pie chart, shows me that 67% of the people that watched my video are female. 87% live in the United States. It tells me right here, by the way, Guam, some people in Guam, I guess, watched my video, and in Japan. 6.4% in Canada. Also, it shows me, I'm trying to scroll, I'm having trouble scrolling. It shows me that 4 people shared it. Sharing is great. We always want people to share our stuff. That helps with our engagement. Oh, this is what I really do need to scroll to show you this. I really, really do. Please, why won't this scroll? Where's Bobby when I need him? It's not letting me scroll. Shoot. Okay, well, down at the bottom here. Oh, there it goes. Okay, this part right here, traffic sources. So this goes back to what Michael was saying too. Do you see this orange part of the pie? That says 24% of the people that watched my video searched for it on YouTube. I mean, they weren't searching for me. They're 24% of, I mean, there's only 138 views. It's not that impressive, right? But out of 138 people, 24% of those people, they don't know me. They wanted to know how to start hammer and chisel right. So they Googled something that I probably used in my keywords when I created the video file, when I uploaded it, which I'll teach you how to do. And so they found me. What if they like me? And what if I have a call to action that says, find me on Facebook? So it's such an important tool to our business, because we can't sign up every single person that lives in our town. We can't. Your teams, my team, our teams, we want them to be far flung. I want the team Play Hard to have little pockets all over, and that is starting to happen, but that can't happen without the internet. And nothing is better than Google. And Google is YouTube. Nothing is better than Google. So why does it matter that I find out that 87% of my audience is female? Because I want to talk to my audience. I want to talk to who's listening. If I wasn't sure and thought it was like 50-50, I might I might filter what I'm saying more as if I have an audience of half men or all men or mostly men. But I know I'm mostly followed by females. I actually know that they're mostly a certain age group just based on looking at analytics. So then I get to speak to the people that are actually paying attention to me. Okay, moving on. YouTube and Google are married. How many of you guys, when you need to find out how to like caulk the kitchen sink, or you need to find out how to, I don't know, how many of you just go to Google for everything? I go to Google for everything all the time. And I always say to people, I always say to like my kids, just Google it. And I say it to my husband all the time, just Google it. I don't know, just Google it, just Google it. Everything, I say it all the time, just Google it. So that is the world we live in today. People Google everything that they want to find out information for. They ask Google, and Google is, we learned this at Platinum Edge. Think of Google as a living entity, like a human being. It is listening, it is watching, it is paying attention to everything you do. It's paying attention, and Google is deciding if it likes you. And you need Google to like you. We need Google to like us. If Google doesn't like you because you misbehave and they want to slap you down, good luck with your business. They're too important. So Google and YouTube are married. Let's see. So Google wants you to have integrity. So one of the things that I have started to do when I'm doing music for my videos is using royalty-free music. And you can go to, I had to Google it to find out how to do it, but I went to premiumbeats.com is where Google told me to go to get royalty-free music. So there are some things we can do on YouTube that lack integrity, and I'm gonna give you some examples. And I did this before I knew better. When I was a new coach, I was doing T25 in a hotel room in Vegas, and it was at Coach Summit. It had just come out, and I videotaped myself doing the entire workout. And I got in trouble with Beachbody. It was innocent. I mean, I didn't know better. I'm actually a total rule follower. If I would have known that that lacked integrity or thought about it, I wouldn't have done it. So I got in trouble with Beachbody. They asked me to take it down. And I totally understand the reasoning. It's basically stealing and giving T25 away. It's giving the workout away so that people could follow my YouTube video instead of buying it from a coach. So I took it down. Well, actually, they told me, Jemima in compliance told me a 3.5-minute video is fine. Or she said, better yet, slice it up so that they get to see little teeny itty bitty sections rather than, never just share our content, of course. So I did that. And I fixed that. That didn't get me in trouble with Google or YouTube. It just got me in trouble with Beachbody. Same thing with Beachbody Live. We are not allowed, I know there's a lot of instructors on our team. We are absolutely not allowed to film ourselves teaching the Beachbody Live classes and to put it out there on YouTube unless, again, it's like a 3-minute section, and preferably it's sliced up so nobody can steal our choreography. So have integrity. Here's another way you can have integrity when you're doing your YouTube videos. You need to use discretion. We need to use discretion on whether or not to make the video public or private or unlisted. So I often make my videos public, but sometimes I just have to think twice about that and I choose not to. So like today I did a video and I posted it I uploaded it to YouTube and I posted it in Team Play Hard. And it was how to direct message on Instagram. And I made it an unlisted video because the person whose account I was using, I didn't have her permission. So I didn't want to make that public to the world, even though she has a public account. And all I did is show her account. Sometimes I do team training videos for you guys, and they include sponsorship drill down shots, or they might show one of your email addresses. And so I just, out of respect for your own privacy, I will always make those an unlisted training video. If it shows even your coach ID number, I just feel like that needs to be kept private. But a video like this, I will tend to make public. So unlisted means anyone with the link can view it. If they cannot search it, no one can search it and find it if it's unlisted. If it's public, anyone can search it and find it. If it's private, nobody can search it, nobody can find it, nobody can have it but you. I forgot to say, be consistent. So when I said that view Google as this living, breathing entity that's watching all the time and listening to everything you do and watching your every keystroke to decide if it likes you or not, it wants to know if you're a serious content provider. Because you might think, why the heck would I have uploaded this Instagram direct message link to our team page today? And you guys are all frozen. Are you still there? Is my internet crashing? Can you guys still hear me?
We're still here. We can hear you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we're still on.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are all frozen. Nobody looks
Everyone's little square was a bunch of thumbs ups.
Okay. All right. I'm going to keep going then. I want to wrap it up soon. So the reason I did that and uploaded it to YouTube, because it was just a training video for you guys, and I made it unlisted. So why would I bother to upload that to YouTube and then post it to the team page? Why would I do an extra step? It's because YouTube and Google are paying attention, and they want to know if I'm a serious content provider. So when I met with the quasi friend of mine, the guru who made 30 grand in a month by using YouTube as his primary vehicle for small business, he said that they need to see consistency on your part. So he told me I should post 3 videos a day. I've not ever come close to doing that. But every Monday night, YouTube gets a video from me. Why? Because I upload our team video every Monday night, without exception. Every Monday night, I upload our team call. So YouTube knows I'm a serious content provider. And I don't just upload on Monday nights, but that's just one example to give you. That's the reason I uploaded that tiny 2-minute long training video today to YouTube, because I want YouTube to know, I'm putting stuff out there all the time for you, and I'm not going anywhere. And I'm not a flake. I'm consistent. I always put stuff out there because they will give preference to me. So when Michael was saying about searching for racquetball, Google has favorites, and they're gonna give preferential treatment and give deference to someone who they view as a serious content provider who has integrity, plays by the rules, and is producing stuff on a semi-regular basis. By the way, I think you guys should be YouTubing yourselves doing your home workouts. Obviously, don't give all the content away, but slice it up and use video editing software so that you can cut, clip, fast forward parts, maybe do a slow motion part, filter it so you look, better, just like we like to do. So for video editing software, and again, some of you guys might not know more about this than me, so feel free if you know more or have better ideas to chime in or comment on the team page. Movie Maker on Windows, if you have a PC, is a pretty awesome free software that comes with with it. iMovie, I believe, is what our Apple cohorts are using. And the one I'm using recently that I've purchased, you get a week for free, but it's $40 to just own it forever, is called Movavi. And I got that. If you guys have been following Chelsea Brazelton's videos, they're phenomenal. And she's using Movavi. So it's Movavi. And again, you can play with it for a week for free. And then if you like it, it was $39 forever. And that's what I'm using for all my video editing right now. So that will help you if you're videotaping yourself doing, like Kayla, our new coach that jumped on, she's doing size. If she wants to videotape herself doing a few minutes of it, she can splice it up and make it look real nice and post it, because people they have eyes on us. So, okay, I'm trying to hurry because I have like 4 more points. Okay, you do need to have a niche. Just the same rule applies to Instagram or Facebook that it does YouTube, actually even more to YouTube, that you should have a niche. So for example, on my page, you're going to see things about coaching, about training videos, because I mentor coaches. You're going to see fitness videos. You're going to see me teaching classes and doing master training, like all things fitness related, right? All things fitness related. That's what you're going to get. Now, I totally take videos. My children are all musicians, and like my son's been singing a cappella 400 times this week. My youngest son plays the French horn. I went to his concert. Like, I love videoing that, and I want to chronicle that forever on YouTube. But that does not belong on my fitness channel, because I have like, I don't know, 1,200 subscribers. But I will lose subscribers if I post a video all of a sudden out of the clear blue sky about my son playing the French horn. So that I can do it, but it needs to be unlisted or private, so that no one can find it as part of my page. So have a brand, have a niche, and obviously for our purposes, we need a fitness account. Okay, moving on quickly. The title is everything, and this is something I've done wrong too, but I think I'm getting it down. Please don't make the mistake I made. The titling is everything, but just sit and think about the title of your video. Think long and hard about the title. Think card catalog in a library. If I want someone to find out, let me see how to do this. Let me see best example to give you. My hammer and chisel video, I called it Getting Started Right, or Hammer and Chisel First Steps. It has to be something that I think someone would search for. How do I get started with hammer and chisel? Or equipment needs for hammer and chisel. Or how to install a pull-up bar, or how to use the 21-day fix food containers. Our title needs to be what they would search for. One of my best videos I've ever done, you guys, is me taking a client grocery shopping for the 21-day fix. It is an awesome video. I'm so proud of it. I love it. And the title I gave it was so stupid that nobody would ever find it. No one would ever search for it. I should have been like meal prep for the 21-day fix. And people would have found that awesome video I did. It was just not titled right. So the title is everything. Also, like a little nitpicky thing, always capitalize your title just like you're writing a title. And I should tell myself to spell things right when I'm writing a title. Sometimes I don't. All right, so what are we searching for? Okay, predict the trends. This is huge, you guys. It's so smart right now for me and you guys to be videoing and YouTubing hammer and chisel. That's so smart, because it's going to be enormous. We're just at the tip. It's just the tip. It was just launched this month, you guys. 21 days ago, that program was launched. It's brand new. Half the world hasn't even heard about it yet, and they're going to. Look at what happened with the 21-day fix. What if you were one of the first people to be YouTubing about how to use the 21-day fix? What if you were one of the first people? Did you know that 21-day fix and PIO were the most searched Google words? What is PIO? was one of the I think it was number 2 most searched phrase on Google in last year. That's what they said on the set of the PIO infomercial that I filmed. So we want to be at the groundbreaking beginning of the hammer and chisel phase. And so hardcore, that new Tony Horton program, that's coming out. You guys need to buy it, start previewing it the day you get it before you even run a challenge group, and start giving reviews. You know, hardcore day 1 review, hardcore day 2 review, hardcore day 3 review. And I would encourage you to start doing that right now with hammer and chisel. Okay, so niche market, the title is huge, predict trends. Okay, let's see, video editing software, okay, you always want to have a little call to action. I'm so out of time. You want to have a call to action. So that basically means you want to tell them what to do, what you want them to do. So maybe you want them to subscribe to your YouTube channel. Maybe you want them to drop their email in the comments. Maybe you want them to find you on Facebook. Maybe you want them to fill out the survey. Like whatever you want them to do, give them a little call to action, like in your video and in the description. Okay, guys, so I'm going to try to wrap it up here quickly. We're so out of time. I'm so bad. It's a holiday. I should have let you guys off early. Okay, let me screen share. Okay, so I need to move this out of the way. Whenever I'm in a hurry, I don't do things well. Okay, so let's not do that. Close. I need my desktop. You guys are going to see what a mess my desktop is. Do not tell Shalene Johnson what a mess my desktop is. So, okay, wait, maybe I can avoid showing you. I don't want you to see how Bobby's seen it. He's like, oh dear Lord. Okay. Okay, my dad would be telling me right now that haste makes waste. Why can't I get YouTube to cooperate here? YouTube. Upload. So I click the upload button. And then this is where you have the opportunity to make it public, unlisted, or private. I'm going to make this unlisted because it's going to be stupid. And because it's just a demo, it's not real. And then on my desk, on my desktop, which I'd like to not show you what a mess it is, I made a video today called Test. And it's 5 seconds long, just because, so let me get rid of this as pre-programmed stuff. Okay, so I think I made it unlisted. It's gonna process this video. So let's pretend we are doing how to make overnight oats. That's not what the video is about. The guru told me to always use this line, that straight up and down line. It's above your backslash on your keyboard. You do shift and then shift backslash and you get that. And then I often like to, if I don't know what else to say, I often like to use my name because I want maybe sometimes someone to just search me and have the videos come up, or maybe you want to say vegan meal prep. Okay, the title is huge. It's huge because people are going to search overnight oats, and they're going to search vegan, and they're going to search meal prep. And if Google likes me, Google's going to throw them my video. So we want to copy this, and we want to paste it in the beginning of the description. Then you also want to include links. So I could put my website here. You could put a link to your Beachbody Coach account. You could pick a link to whatever you want. It could be a link to your Instagram. It's a clickable link. You can put a link in there. then come down, and we want to literally like vomit the keywords over and over and over and over and over and over and over in our description. So we want to be like, here is a video. I'm not going to take the time to type it out, but we're going to be like, here is a video about how to make overnight oats for vegans who are into meal prep. We are going to start making our overnight oats by grabbing oats. We then make our it should sound ridiculous. Most people don't even read your description, by the way. The point of the description is Google's reading. It's reading keywords. So yeah, I mean, you don't want to just be like overnight oats, overnight oats, overnight oats, overnight oats, but you basically want to repeat that vegan, meal prep, overnight oats, I mean, like a ridiculous amount of times, like 20 times, and you want that to be long. Let your description be long, and it just should be full of your keywords. So pretend we just did that. We have this blah, 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 overnight oats, overnight oats, overnight oats, overnight oats, overnight oats. Now we go into the tags. Overnight oats. Oops, I spelled it wrong, whatever. Vegan, meal prep, clean eating. Clean eating probably should have been in the description too. But again, it's your keywords. It's what you think people would search for to find your video. It's the same words that should be in your title and vomited repeatedly into your description. Okay. Then you go into, so the video's done, and here it is, and let's pretend it's this beautifully edited video that we did with our Movavi or our iMovie Maker or our Windows Movie Maker. So here's this video. You can click on it and go edit. I'm almost done, guys. So we go, see up here, you can enhance it, you can filter it, you can cut it, you can add audio, but I want to show you annotations because, again, what I want to teach you is how to be found. Remember, I have like 24% of the people that watch my video, they don't know me, and they're from frickin' Guam. Like, I'm reaching people out of Eugene, Oregon because I'm using hashtags. Not hashtags, tag words. Okay, so to add an annotation, and you guys will have a copy of this video if you forget, you clicked annotations here, and here's this little plus sign. You can add a speech bubble, a note, a title, I don't know what spotlight is, or a label. You always want to add a title, and you always want it to be your keyword. Overnight oats. And it could say like with Ellen DeWord or whatever. Now, apply. Oh wait, so it is for some reason over here. We want it to be at the beginning of the video. So save. It's applying changes. So now now that just told Google, who's watching and listening, I'm sorry if I'm boring you guys. It's such a big deal. This title is reinforcing the whole keyword search again. See, now it's in there. Okay, so I'm not done. So one more thing, you want to go add. I mean, I could tell you like 40 million more things, but this is just YouTube 101. If you guys like it and you want a 102, let me know. So let's say we want to add a note. Jake says yes. Okay, good. I'm so worried I'm boring you guys. Okay, add a note. This is huge, you guys. This is so big because I know this seems like detail minutia, but actually people don't know this. So my quasi friend, this is what he told me, and he was so right because I barely applied I've only applied what I'm teaching you guys tonight, and what I'm teaching you guys tonight is totally working for me, and it's driving people. You know how we've been saying you guys need to find 5 people a day on your Facebook? 5 people a day find me, and it's because of YouTube. I'll have 5 friend requests a day from people that are finding me on YouTube, and that's not me having to go fish. That's just taking the time to do this minutia, because most people think they know how to use YouTube because they're just uploading a video, but if you just learn these little tiny things, this is the difference between your videos being found. And the more your videos get found, the more they get found. Just like health begets more health, like video health begets more video health. The more views you have, the more views you're gonna get. Because when people see that you have a video with, you know, whatever, even if it's like 100 views, they're like, well, that one is better than the one with 2 views, so I'm gonna watch that one. And then it compounds. Okay, so this note thing. So we're gonna apply a note, and it's gonna say, for more, I'm totally making this up, for more recipes, click here. And I can make this note, I can like change the font, and I can change the background color to purple, and I could put it right here. Okay, so I don't see it, but hopefully it's there. Okay, let me apply changes. Yeah, I don't see it, but we're hoping it's there. Let me back this up. Oh, there it is. For more recipes, click here. So here I am. See this more recipes, click here popped up? Ah, okay, hang on, guys. So we want them to click that link. So we tell these annotations right here, we want that to be a link. So we select link. Now I go to, I'm so bad at screen sharing when I'm on the middle of a Zoom call. I need another link to one of my videos. Okay, hang on, please bear with me. I promise I'm gonna wrap up in a second. My channel, videos, come on, I'm in a hurry. So let's say, here's the video I gave you guys today. So we share this. I'm just trying to grab the link, so bear with me. So say you're doing hammer and chisel, guys, right? You're doing hammer and chisel review for day 2. Let's pretend you just did that. You want them, when they watch the review, you want them to watch the next day. Review on day, or review, say this is a video on hammer and chisel day 2. You want them to click a link to see your next review. Or maybe how to join your challenge group. Maybe this clickable link says, find out how to take advantage of the sale, or get the sale now, or join my challenge now. Whatever you want it to say, it's up to you. But look, we want them to open the link in a new window, because we don't want to send them off of our YouTube channel. We want it to pop open a new tab altogether. So make sure you click link, you add a link, you open the link in a new window. Okay, so now apply changes. This is the last thing I'm going to teach you tonight, and then I'm going to wrap. So now I've applied the label, the title, overnight oats. Click for more recipes here. Watch what happens when I click that. Now, I didn't actually, it's the, I don't know what's happening. Preview link. Did my link not work? Yeah, so it linked to the video. It linked to this other training video I showed you guys today. So now if you go back, here's the final video. It's going to have the title, overnight oats, and then there's the clickable link right there. If they click on that link, it takes them to my other video. Boom. Or I'm assuming that it did it right. Maybe I did something wrong, but that does work. I do it on all my videos. I try to embed a clickable link. Okay, so let me unshare and wrap up, and then I'll open it up for questions. So this is how I want to close this too long of a team call. That the reason this is so important is because Google is bigger than our brains can even imagine. And I started the team call with that story about my grandmother and how My mom taking the time to, against her own wishes, to set up web TV, dial-up internet, so that the last few years of her life she could have more. And you might be resistant, like I am naturally, to do anything new and anything with technology, but this is just a really important one. And I know there's a lot to learn when you're becoming a new coach, and we're all about Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all these things, but YouTube is really important because it's Google and because it's timeless. It's timeless. In fact, it gets better with time. It gets better with more views. Your videos mature instead of disappear and become yesterday's news. Without like getting our tentacles into the internet, our businesses are going to like eventually kind of like smother. They're going to smother. They're going to run out of oxygen. They're going to run out of people to recruit. And so I think this is a platform that I would love to see us learning and playing with. You don't have to be great right away. Your videos don't have to be perfect. People like when you mess up, and you don't have to be perfect on there. So that's all. I really apologize for the length of this call. I was like, I'm going to make it a 15-minute team call tonight because it's the holiday. So does anyone have any questions about any of that? Look at all the
Well, thank you for the information. It was very helpful.
Thank you.
Hey, Gina? Gina?
What, Michael?
I mean, Alan?
Oh, you call me Gina.
Goodness.
Yeah.
I don't know where my head is. But I was thinking about, new people, new coaches. Hey, not related to your subject matter for tonight, but your post today about this being the last day to order for hammer and chisel to guarantee that it'll be here by the 4th got us two more customers. They both Connie shared the post with a few people who were interested with us, and they were like, "Oh crap, we better do this." So they called her and said, "How do we do it?" So
It should be a video.
Cool.
Awesome.
So that was neat. But a question for you or for anybody, because I'm not real big on the on-demand thing. I actually haven't even really looked at it yet. But do we have access to our hammer and chisel on demand or other stuff? We do. Okay. Because
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I have a guy who wants to do hammer and chisel, but I think I might be able to rope him into becoming a coach just so he has access to it on demand.
Well, I think you have to actually purchase it before you can get it on demand.
Oh, okay.
Well,
okay. So he'd have to purchase it regardless.
I think so. I think Dustin is definitely right. But I think, because I have it on one side, I think there's like 2 sample videos. If they want to try it, they could. I think
there's Crazy 8s from Sizes on there. There's a 21-day fix exercise on there. There's just there's one exercise or 1 day's workout on there.
Okay.
Because I've been trying to find new ways and figure out new ways of marketing that. Because I work in IT, I work at some ed tech, so I've got a bunch of guys who work in cubes who are into technology, and so I'm doing my best to try to figure that all out.
The on demand, Kristen DeVoe, and I usually she's on our team call, but she messaged me on Voxer this week, and she was like, on demand is such a crazy value. It's so cheap, and she's like, just the meal plan by itself is like you can't. It's a custom meal plan that just the meal plan is worth it, and then you throw in the videos on top of it. So I'm just since Bobby's team call, I've just now been starting to use it. Nick, you use it, don't you?
I'm trying to get a group of people.
Yeah, we got hammer and chisel, and we didn't want to wait on it to get here. So since we have on demand, we started it like the next day after we bought it.
Start YouTubing.
I know. I was going to ask you, where do you get your inspiration for content? because I feel weird in front of a camera. First of all, I feel like I don't have a whole lot to say. So you know what I mean? Like, where do you come up with stuff?
I don't have good stuff to say. I don't know. I'll tell you who does is that Trey, that guy I posted his video and you watched it, Trey Brer. Trey, you know who I'm talking about? I don't know.
Was it the combo?
Yeah.
The guy and the girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were awesome.
That was great content. That was entertaining. It was funny. It was cute. So no, I need to step up my content. I don't always have inspiration, but I think if nothing else, to give them a little snippet of what to expect, because they want to know what kind of, people really do want to know before they buy it. People want to know, like, oh, Connie and Michael asked today in our team page, how is it different than Body Beast? Or like that when they said that, I was like, that's a perfect YouTube video, because everyone's asking me that. Everyone wants to know, is this like Body Beast? So a great video would be the differences between Body Beast and Hammer and Chisel. Boom! Like that video would get so much over time. So I don't know. And then Tracy, we were talking about like being like some days you're inspired, and then some days you're like, wah wah, I've got nothing to say. I don't want to work out either.
Ellen, I just logged into Beachbody On Demand, and there's 2 sneak peeks for Hammer and Chisel.
Is that you, Felice?
It is.
I thought I saw those today. It was like ISO. I thought I saw 2 sneak peeks today.
It is. Also, ISO Speed and Total Body Chisel.
Yeah. Okay. So we need to just tell people. Oh, by the way, I think people actually could probably buy Hammer and Chisel all the way up to Christmas Eve and still possibly get it by our challenge group. But I thought today would be the better day to say this is the cutoff. I heard that.
I've been telling people they can get it through the end of the month on sale, and they won't have their Shakeology when they start, but they'll be able to get it on demand to be able to at least get on the videos and do the workouts on the start date.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So that way you're not rushing, you know. But you got, I mean, they got 2 extra sales because you kind of rush people along. So.
Yeah, and that 1 month of on demand is a huge value for them. So
right.
They could even plan a month of meals along the way there.
Because when you get a challenge pack, you get a 30-day trial of on demand. So they can get their challenge group started and then cancel their on demand if they don't want to keep it.
It's not mine. One of my coaches sold a challenge pack over a week. It was about a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a 21-day fix, and it was on back order for they told her it would be 16 days. And she was super bummed, and we jumped in and told her, like, oh no, don't worry, you have on demand. Wait till tomorrow morning, it'll be up and running. She jumped right on it, and it saved everything because she was heartbroken.
Oh, that's.
And my coach didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
We set her up and got her all excited, and she placed her order, and then found out it was going to be more than 2 weeks before she got it, and she was bummed. But we fixed that through on demand.
Cool. Jake, what up?
What up? I like this call a lot. Actually, I've been thinking about a lot lately, but I've been thinking about YouTube a lot lately, and I'm really happy that this call happened when it did.
Good.
I think it was the inspiration to finally get started, you know?
You definitely need to. You definitely need to. Oh, training videos too. Like, make a training video, make a good training video on something like, and it's forever. You don't have to ever reinvent the wheel. Like, if you make a video for your new coach, how to get started right, like, I finally made one that I like. So I'm never going to make that again. I've made a bunch of them, but I finally made one I like. It's done. It's good to go. I signed up a new coach. Here's my getting started right YouTube. Jake, you're there.
Ellen, when you started, first started video, did you just use your phone, or did you have a camera? What were you using for your?
Yeah, I was using my phone and I had this thing that I really liked. I don't know where it is, but I had a flip device. Do you know what I'm talking about? It had like a USB port. But, you know, like, Dustin, I mean, a lot of my first videos are just not that good, but like at least I started. And you never know when you're going to film something great. You never know, like, if you just start filming yourself all the time, just start filming yourself all the time, because you don't have to upload it. And you might say something really funny or it might just like come out really good one day, and you're set. It's done. You can't go back and recreate a video, like an impromptu video. You know how sometimes you just think about something that is inspiring and or you do a review on buy some Under Armour men's leggings, I don't know, and do a review. Under Armour review. Like, that's the kind of stuff people are looking for. I mean, you guys, I think there's like, I don't think I have a ton of expertise, but I don't think anyone on the team is doing much of it. So I think I had a little bit to offer, but I think there's way more. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe some of you guys know more about it than I do, as far as SEO and stuff, but the things that I taught you tonight, they do work.
And to kind of answer your question a little bit, Dustin, I have this, you might actually see in the background there, it's like a selfie stick for the camera, but it also has a tripod at the bottom. It comes with the remote, so you can, like, my dog's trying to get up here. You can control your phone via remote, so it could be across the room, and you just click the remote and it turns on. I got it for like $15 on Amazon.
Oh, cool.
I have the same sort of thing for a GoPro as well. That might be a good option for you if you have a GoPro.
No, I don't. I'm phone right now.
Yeah.
I was just like, wondering what would be a good thing to buy.
I think the phone is good.
Yeah, most of the phones are really high quality now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so check out Amazon for that little tripod remote thing. That's a pretty good option and very inexpensive.
It sounds good. Yeah, because trying to set up something while you're working out in the garage is and your phone's across the room and.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. I feel a little guilty for keeping you so long. I seriously appreciate your sticking with it, and I hope you run with it. It doesn't need to be great, just start. So I would do it. Hammer and chisel, 20 size, whatever you're doing. Yeah. But remember, don't upload your YouTube video to Facebook. Upload your video from your phone to Facebook, and just really tag the crap out of your YouTube video. All right. You guys have a wonderful night.
Thank you, Ellen.
Yeah, you bet.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, Ellen.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, Ellen.
Yeah, thanks, you guys.